The Ōtākaro has been, I think, the core of this place's identity for about 700 years. If we look at 600 years of the iwi history here, it's been a place of parasites, it's been a place of significant marriages. When the early settlers came, it was the place to imbue lots of the England they were bringing with them. And more recently, it's been a place post-earthquake where pre-earthquake memories live on. So for lots of people, it's where they did family picnics, it's where people got engaged, and as much as the buildings crumbled, the river stayed there.
Well, I was brought up in Avonside Drive. Avon Park belonged to my great-grandparents. They had it as a dairy farm. Well, these are taken at the house that we built in Gayhurst Road. We moved in after we were married in 1953. Well, it was just one of those very pleasant areas that we got to know everybody, and all of a sudden, it was gone.
After the earthquakes, so many buildings, so many things that you identified an area with went.
We have a huge group of displaced people who, you know, their memories are very important, and it might be quite small things to them that allow them to remember the place that they used to live in.
There's heaps of gorgeous flowers and fruit trees and stuff, so maybe it could be like an area where anyone can just pick their fruits and take them home.
We can acknowledge the past along the river by retaining features such as the pump house. They wanted to make these pump houses attractive, so they made these sort of ornamental, almost temples.
Some of the interesting things that have come out of that area are the kind of leftover parts from when it was settled, things like the quays and the mailboxes and other elements from that sort of residential setting, and the interest in creating something with those.
A lot of street names went from the streets, and we've just put a lot of those street names back with a grant from council so that people can find their way around the red zone again. And so there's a lot of different little mementos here in the end. These are just some of the mementos. When we took them, we've written on each one of them what street they came from, and we took photographs of the letterboxes and the houses before we did that. There's a whole variety of different ideas of how they could possibly be used. We would like to get as many people from those old communities involved in the design of what they might look like.
To support that historical narrative, one way would be through artworks. And also, I mean, I read plaques, and I know lots of people do, and it'd be nice to have a few of those around too. Yeah.
We can't in any way value the loss that people have had without aiming to create a legacy in that area. People's homes, livelihoods next to the river are gone, and what we've got the opportunity to do is to create something that honours that loss and honours the hope for the next generation.